Somebody smell like shit. Somebody smell like shit. Wait. Somebody smell like shit. No. Somebody smell like shit.
Whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
You know what? I have no cutback.
Welcome back to another episode of Big Six Banter. It is the daytime show. You know what I'm saying? Is Monts X Kaz X Joey. Obviously, Hooks cannot make it today for obviously some personal issues, but he should be back tomorrow. But listen, man, we got some Chelsea talk. You know what I'm saying? We got some Arsenal talk. We got some Liverpool talk, and of course, you got some Amorim outrage. United players reportedly reduced to tears. I used to pray for times like this. You know what I'm saying? I used to pray for times like this. You know, I used to pray for times like this. You're on mute. 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 I used to pray for times like this.
If it wasn't for the Garnacho shit, I'd be so much happier.
Yeah, like it is crazy. It is crazy, to be fair. Listen though, guys, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure that you also, you know, subscribe to Wob Sports. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're supporting the man them. Obviously, catch Mr. Link over there as well. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're subscribing to Never a Foul. And obviously, Big Six Banter. We're on the way to 15K, people. We ain't that far away, man. Just over 250 away. And really want to get there before the end of the month. That'll be amazing to get to 15K before the end of the month. It is possible, you know. So big up everyone. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Love United, hate the ops. You know, big up Trevelli in the house as well. Also as well. Big up Kingsman as well. Hyper Protagonist is here. You know what I'm saying? This guy's he's just got for days, bro.
It's crazy.
He's just got wordplay for days, bro. When's he dropping the ether track? When's he dropping it? Let me know. Just let me know, innit? Shout out King Winter Soldier in the house as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Giovanni. Shout out SB, True Don, Beans on Toast, certified in the yard as well, man. Jack's here as well. And so many more, man. Listen, let's get to some of these. Brother Jack, I know, man. I know.
Manscaped.
First of all, I want to obviously bring up something that I put on my story as well. I think people need to get off of Curtis Jones's back. I'm gonna say this from now. It's not that deep. It's an opinion. He's allowed to prefer one player to another. Now, is there a time and place to say it? Yeah, of course. He's a teammate, and I think I can understand the frustrations. But the abuse, wrap all of that. Forget all of that. That doesn't need to be a thing. If you prefer Hazard, he literally said he prefers Hazard as a footballer, but he'd have Salah to win him a game. There is absolutely nothing wrong with saying that, bro. That's as balanced as it gets. You know, so some of the stuff I've been seeing is mad. It's just
he might be like on point with that, like on the nose with that, to be honest.
Yeah, bro. I think that's probably the most balanced opinion of it all, to be fair.
It's actually a pretty good opinion in the end.
Just even from our own fan base, it's not even so much the rival fans, to be honest. I've just been a bit disgusted from what I've seen from our own fan base. So I just wanted to come out early doors, man. Early doors, bro. So obviously, Curtis, you got my support in it, broski. Like, ignore the noise, G. Ignore the noise. You got a Premier League to win, bro. Just ignore the fucking noise. We got some super chats to run through and then we'll get started. Shout out Honesty. He goes, he's been a member for 24 months. My guy. Shout out Honesty again for the super chat. He goes, new. Liverpool sent their scouts several times to follow Gittins. They are monitoring the player. Bring me this baller. Shout out Honesty. Yeah, obviously. We have heard that Liverpool are interested, obviously, with Gittins as well. We know that Chelsea are also interested. So, yeah, not the greatest rival to be trying to out market. Shout out Honesty again to the super chat. 2 already, my bro. Appreciate you. Ryan Gravenberg, Ryan Gravy Boat, is the only midfielder in the top 5 leagues to rank in the 80th percentile or more for duel win rates, defensive actions, and progressive carries. Yeah, best midfielder in the league, in my opinion, right now on form. Shout out honesty. Question months. If we sell Jota, how much can we realistically? What? How much can we get for him realistically? Great striker, but too injury prone. And who would you get with the money? I think you could get a little 50 stack of Jota. You can get a little 50 stack with Jota, I think, because he's not that old. How old is Jota? 27.
Yeah, but them injuries. That's where you. I think 50 is probably like top dollar.
He's 28. Oh, he's 28. I'd say about 5 million. I think we can get a little 45 stack for Jota. How much do you think Jota you could get for Jota?
I 40, but yeah.
I think 40, 45. I didn't know he was. If it's Saudi, then 50 in it. For them, for 50. For them, man, cash up front. Show me the Benjamins, bro. Show me the Benjamins, man.
I want all of it in one payment, please.
Yeah. Straight up front. Another super chat, bro. I appreciate you, my dog.
Actually, I just looked this up because I've been very in tune with where the Boston Celtics are who they're gonna be sold to, because they're rivals to my basketball team. So I've been very in tune with that. FSG's not buying them. They decided they're not putting a bid in. So you can already scrap that. Yeah, they pulled out of that.
Pulled out.
Interesting. She said,
where did you get that? Where did you see that, by the way? Was it like a tier 1 kind of thing?
Yeah, it is CBS News. Fenway Sports.
CBS.
Fenway Sports Group is not expected to make a bid for Boston Celtics. About 20 hours ago.
Okay. Fair enough. So I was just doing a pop on the chat. Shout out honesty again. So apparently FSG wants to buy the Boston Celtics. So if these men will own some big teams, some big teams, LFC, Celtics, Red Sox, Penguins, can't stand them, but you can't hate. Yeah, I hear it. Shout out again, honestly, man's on a hot streak. Man is on a 5 kill streak, bro. Man, he's got that airstrike right now. He's got the Predator missile right there. Shout out if you know, you know. My bad, can't stand FSG, but you can't hate the game. Bro, I hate you, brother.
I hate you, my bro. Celtics are going for $6 billion, bro.
Bro, that's mad. That is mad. Obviously, because let's get the Chelsea news out the way. Obviously, Chelsea maintain interest for Alejandro Garnacho. And obviously, you guys won 3-1 against Wolves. What's the word on the curb with the Chelsea thing, man? You've got Man City next week. Lavia is injured again. Reece James is back and performing well, which is what you guys needed at right back. What's kind of the thoughts around Chelsea right now, especially with the Garnacho thing and what's going on over there? Maresca kind of on the brink of kind of having a few doubters now because it was 5 without a win, one win in 6 now. But obviously the last being 3 points. Where is it all standing with Chelsea at the moment?
Well, to me, the sporting directors just don't got a clue. It's gross negligence at this point. 18 months and we've stuck with one striker when that one striker has gone to AFCON, he's gotten injured, and we've only had one striker. Now, all this being said, he had a terrible game yesterday when I'm talking about Nico Jackson. And the only link that we have to an attacker is Bino Gittins and Alejandro Garnacho. Now, the Bino Gittins thing is interesting because Dortmund want a ton of our players. They want 3 or 4 different players. So that's something that's still on the board. But the whole Garnacho thing doesn't make sense. And to be honest, Bino Gittins doesn't make sense either. We need a striker. We've been in desperate need of another striker, just another option at striker for, like I said, over a year since Jackson went to AFCON last January. We've been needing another striker. So this is just this whole Garnacho thing is a piss take to me. If we do this, we're just pretty much saying, hey, Manchester United, we've fleeced you a couple times. Here's money back for the last few fleeces that we've had. Like, that's literally what it is. Like, to me, that's what it looks like to me. Like, oh, we fleeced you. Now it's time for you to fleece us. Like, that's really what it comes down to if we get Garnacho. Like, there's nothing to it other than that. Both fan bases, I don't think, are going to be. I mean, most Manchester United fans are going to be happy, but there's a portion of Manchester United fans that still rate Garnacho, obviously. So, like, their fan base ain't going to be happy they sold to Chelsea again. And then our fan base is not going to be happy because
it's Alejandro Garnacho. Say that again. What about Man United fans?
You don't think that there's a group of fans in Manchester with Manchester United that want to keep Garnacho?
I'm telling
there
you
are,
now.
There are not a lot, but there's
not. I tell you now. See, Joey,
even in the like, I don't know. Even at Old Trafford, like,
this is the beautiful thing, yeah. So
like, I don't know. You know better than me.
In the crowd, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you these man do not rate this brother, him and Hoyt, they can't stand them. There's a whole notion that they believe top Reds want this. They don't. An old head would said them two shit. Them two, it's like them two are not footballers, like, and all that kind of stuff and whatnot.
Yeah,
like, he says Garnacho needs to fucking go. His head's in Naples, and I'm thinking,
yeah, send him to Naples, please.
Like, bro, and all that kind of stuff. Mate, they can't stand him. He said he's like all the time. He's like, he's so fucking shit. Trust me, the crowd don't like him. They know he's crap. He's not crap. He's not a player, but he's just not good for us.
To me, just Chelsea. There's not a Chelsea fan. There's not many Chelsea fans out there that are even rating.
I need to call something out, yeah, because it's funny where Rashford, yeah, like, he wants to go, he leaves and everything like that, whatever, yeah, and he gets the hate that he does, yeah. And don't get me wrong, like, I've probably said a few bad things about him and whatnot. Gets highlighted. Another one could be, I can't remember. There's probably another player that gets highlighted as well at the same time. Recently, Sancho. Highlighted, mad. He didn't even do anything wrong.
Even Xerxes.
But Garnacho now, yeah. It's like he's like, the thing is, he's in cahoots with that goal bitch, yeah. And it's like he tried to push a tweet yesterday and a narrative that it's the club forcing him out, basically. He doesn't believe Garnacho is actively looking to. Your agent is at the game of Chelsea, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm not kidding you. Yeah, it's this guy, and nothing gets said when this guy's actively looking to leave and whatnot. And he's actively caused problems. Your brother was the leak. You had a whole little info inside with all these. Nothing gets said.
Nah, like, you, like, it's. I mean, the way that they, you know how it is. You know how it is. It's a pigmentation of the skin is the way that they determine. You know, the whole the flashcard that the Family Guy flashcard. How dark are you, and that is where you get to be placed in, like, how you get treated. Like, that's what it is. Like that's what this sports world is in this economy in England specifically. Like, it gets bad that way. Like, certain people get treated differently. Like, that's just the way it works, unfortunately. Like, to me, if I could just go to some better news, Trevor Chalobah, fantastic performance yesterday, bro. Like, you showed these sporting directors why they look like dumbasses, and you proved them. You are the perfect example of what it looks like to prove these fucking people wrong. Like, they iced you out. They sent you on loan. You come back and you have a great performance. Like, Trevor Chalobah, fantastic, bro. Fantastic yesterday.
Yeah, I admit him and Reece James.
Him and Reece James were really good. Yeah. I actually thought that Sancho was really good when he came on. Chalobah was really commanding in the air. I think Sanchez did his daily let you guys down. I can't believe you guys have 1.5 billion.
Oh, that was howler. That was
1.5 billion spent, and your goalkeeper is Sanchez, guys.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand as well.
Mons, you know something? There's so many fucking, like, bad moves in this last summer. Like just an example, right? In KDH, to be honest, yesterday, he had a good game.
I thought he had a good game. I thought he was quite tight.
I'm not killing KDH, but just for you to have an understanding, right, of how bad these deals were.
He was arse.
KDH?
Was
Yesterday, I think he was
No,
cheap.
yesterday he was good.
But
That
I
was
don't.
his best
But no, but you know what it is?
But
Not for me. But
there's
for me, Drown. Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest. It's not his fault though. He's a good player. He don't have a run of games. You can't judge a man. For me, if you don't at least give him a game of 5 games or 3, 4, 5 games, I still
probably
think he's a
getting
player.
that now.
I think he's a player
now. But here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
The way that you look at this is this, right? It's just the abysmal squad planning, right? It's just abysmal. All right. So like just for the sake of our conversation here,
I think CB said that a little bit.
Enzo Maresca wanted Madsen, the Leicester keeper. That's who he wanted. That was the keeper that he wanted to come in and start for Chelsea Football Club. Leicester wanted 40 million for Madsen. Okay. We spent 30 million on KDH and 30 million on Jorgensen. When we could have just bought Madsen and kept Ugochukwu here, kept Andre Santos here, and we would have been fine.
He developed quite well, though.
Bro, Andre Santos specifically. Andre Santos is like League One best performing player in League One at this current moment. Like, he is playing out of his skin. But Ugochukwu, bro, did you see the last 2 performances?
Yeah. Against United and that.
Against Forest and against United?
I think he's injured now, though.
No, he's not. He played the entire game against Forest.
No,
the entire game.
No, there's I saw it yesterday. Like, apparently he might be injured they got to do another more scans and stuff on him.
I didn't see that.
It's peak. Like, literally, they said they might have to go into the market to potentially do whatever. But they don't know yet.
Who's Southampton?
Yeah, for Gachukwu. Yeah. Literally, no joke. I saw it yesterday. I was thinking,
I read yesterday. The news I read yesterday at Ugochukwu was that they were recalling a kid from, I think it was Sheffield Wednesday or Sheffield, one of the Sheffield, right? Yeah. They recalled them because they were worried that Ugochukwu was going to get recalled, which I think is you should. Like, you absolutely should. What is he doing at Southampton at this current moment? Southampton ain't going to stay up. Bring him back and have him play for us. Bro, we have Enzo and Lavia out. He could play for us.
How long?
Who?
Both of them. How long is Enzo and Lavia
out? I think it's another week that Enzo specifically is out for. Like, I think Enzo might miss the City game, and Lavia is more than that. So, like, there's no timetable on it. There's no timetable on it.
Why is it always good players that get mad injuries?
Yep.
Always good.
The best ballers, the best of our ballers too, is the best. Is the way Reese, Lavia, like the best of our ballers. Just
we just spoke about Jota as well, man. It's just
Jota, the perfect example. Another great example is like the best of the ballers. They just can't stay. The knees, they can't stay healthy in the knees. They
also tend to get kicked more.
The hamstrings
as well. They tend to get kicked more as well.
Yep, that's true too.
The body isn't always as durable, and can sustain as much damage, kind of thing. Shout out Honesty again with the super chat, bro. Is on a 6 kill streak, bro, and is on a 6 kill streak. Question: if Chelsea get Garnacho, I'll go for Nkunku because he had so much hype behind him, and for some reason it's not working.
It's either Nkunku to Bayern or Felix to Milan.
Also, will Felix go to AC Milan? I think it's getting quite like it's the 21st, you know, like there's only 9 days left. Like,
wait, Caicedo suspended? Nah, surely not.
Is he?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, he did. I mean, he did get the yellow card for bringing down Cunha.
I don't think he's suspended though.
No, I don't think he's suspended. I ain't seen that in the news now. No, he's
not. because like there's breaking points with yellow card numbers, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I think it reset.
After a certain number of games or at January point, it does.
It's literally not possible.
I do think the fact that Chelsea need to sign a goalkeeper and still need to sign defenders and are still looking for attackers. For me, I feel like the writing's on the wall for guys like Mudryk. The writing's on the wall for guys like Nkunku. The writing on the wall is likely for guys like Felix. I think those three have kind of been slowly being watered out of the squad in a way where you can kind of just see what Chelsea are going.
Well, Mudryk's like obvious, right? Because of the
Mudryk's the obvious one.
Right,
I think Nkunku, Chelsea have pushed. I think you guys have huffed and puffed with him, but it just seems to not be working because he doesn't have a space in the squad.
I still think that there's a chance I think there's a chance that the Matthias Tell and Cuckoo swap isn't dead. I really think that there's a chance with that.
Maybe it's a summer thing. Maybe it's a summer thing.
Because Tell hasn't played the last few games that Bayern, that an unused sub type shit in January. Like, I think that there is a chance at the end of this window that deal could still happen. Like, I do still think that deal is still on the table. And it's just this whole Garnacho thing is just like, if that one fails, then we go for Garnacho. Or if Vinyl Gittins fails, we go for Garnacho. Like, they're just trying to plan in case. Like, this whole thing is these two plans don't work. But yeah, I'm not happy about it. We still don't have a fucking striker. These sporting directors deserve to be fired. I'm making streams every week, 2 times a week, for these sporting directors to be fired. Plain and simple. Every week, 2 times a week, you'll see me at midnight.
So you're on the CB thing. CB sees the same. CB. So you and CB are pretty much on the same.
As much as me and CB are polar opposites in views and most things, me and him are on the same page here. Like, these sporting directors need to go.
Interesting. Shout out, honesty. Nottingham Forest defender Murillo signs a new 4-year deal with the club. Liverpool were keen admirers of the player, but he's staying. Liverpool keen admirers. Listen, signing a 4-year deal. I know there should be a release clause in there, baby. I know there's a release clause somewhere.
No, there isn't. There isn't.
What, Murillo?
Yes,
they said that about McAllister. Don't worry. That just means you're gonna have to pay the big bucks.
I think.
He had to have signed a contract because Murillo's at that point where, like, cool. If he didn't sign a contract, he could have got nicked for like 40 M's, bro.
Yeah, this is what I don't get about Chelsea. This is what I don't get about Chelsea.
They quoted up 70 in the summer. They quoted us 70 in the summer.
He's going to be worth at least 90 now, bro. Maybe even 100. I think they would ask for 100. I'm not even going to cap.
He's 22 anyway. Like, he's 20.
Yeah, but you know what he's with me though, Monch. Yeah,
imagine bro. Could you imagine though if we went and got Murillo?
Well, the Van Dijk replacement, the eventual one. Yeah, I doubt you do though. No one's paying 100 million for a centre back now.
Yeah.
Well, we did it with VVD, you know.
But you done it. Yeah, but that was like 70 million.
Yeah, but
exactly. That was that times 100 million. Come on, that was 2017's 100 million. Cass, come on.
Yeah. You're right. But I was gonna say with Chelsea, what I don't get about Chelsea, is I'm starting to think like, is your owners serious? Because is that the
I don't know
point,
if it's our owners or if it's our sporting directors. Maybe either. I could give.
No, they're serious because you've got the money to spend. It's the sporting directors. The owners can still hold some corn for other things, like, for example, what they were promised, title push at this point. And to be fair, Chelsea weren't far away from a title push. They're not miles away from it.
No, bro. And that's the thing. If we fixed the 3 positions that we needed this summer, like we were supposed to, this is not like brand new problems, right? This isn't like last year we didn't need, all of a sudden we needed a goalkeeper. Like, no, we needed a goalkeeper in the summer. We needed a striker in the summer, and we needed a center back in the summer. And what did they do? Tosin, Jorgensen, no striker. Like, it's malpractice at this point. That's what I'm saying. It's malpractice. You're literally, you've had a job for 18 months. You had 3 positions that needed to be taken care of within 18 months, and you didn't get them done. You need to be fired. That's that simple. In any world that you work in, I'm about to go back to my job here in 3 minutes. If I didn't do my job for 18 months, you think I would still be here? Like, you think I'd still be able to work at the same place? No. 18 months, you failed to do your job. We've all given you chances. We like some of the things you've done, but you failed to do your job in the end.
They need to get sacked. They need to get sacked. You know what the issue is, Monster? These two, like, so it's not the owners, it's definitely them two, is the fact that why do you keep targeting youngsters to replace youngsters with, and it's a cycle and it's a profit cycle. If you got one from Brighton and he's treating it like it's Brighton, and you got one from Monaco who's also pretty much the French version of Brighton. So probably just a little bit better, obviously, because it's not as much. Well, there's competition, but it's fierce. But it's the same thing. Why aren't they going out there and putting the splash in the cash for someone that's more ready made, that's got much more experience and stuff
Bro,
like this. Tosin is going to go on a profit. It's like I don't know what's out there. Look, I can't. Look, one sec.
Let's say this, right?
I can't tell. By the way, just for clarification, I don't know what's out there for centre backs that's got enough experience to land. But do your fucking. This is why you do your scouting to find them.
But Cass, you want to know why I was so adamant? I was actually happy that we were going for Gahey because he wasn't a fucking teenager. He's been in this league for years. He understands the league. He understands what it takes to be able to be in the Premier League. He's a leader at his own club. Things that we lack: experience, leadership. These are things that we lack. Why I screamed for Victor Osimhen all summer? Why? Because he's a leader. He leads the line by example. He leads the line with his ferocity.
Should have got Anderson. Should have got Anderson. 100% should have got Anderson.
Bro, but how many names can we bring up, bro? How many names? We can bring up name after name after name. But what have we done? No striker. A goalie from Villarreal that nearly got them relegated. Like Valencia, they nearly got them, or Villarreal, they nearly got them relegated, the goalie. Fucking, like, they nearly were relegated last year. It's Aaron Ramsdale of the Spanish league. That's pretty much what we picked up last year. Fucking, who did we get at center back? A free. Who did we get at striker? Nobody.
Yeah.
These are things that we needed in the summer. What did we do? We didn't do shit. We sat on our fucking hands. We went and got Felix, and we went and got positions we didn't need. KDH, when we had 17 fucking midfielders.
Yeah, I think the direction's stale, man. In my opinion, it's like you're a couple results away from being ninth, and then you're saying
we're also a couple results away. That's another thing. We're a couple results away from being second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is like the way you're playing at the moment, it's like you lose against City all of a sudden. Is at the Etihad as well. Like imagine that happened. You know what the fan base is going to go into, even if it's a draw. You know what your fan base is going to go into. And then
bro.
you know when
is that this fan base is too stagnant at this moment. They don't want.
You do comparisons. You know what we love doing is comparisons of what you done last year to this year, and you look at where Poch would have left. Probably where Poch was maybe in March or February. You know when he started switching it. And then you finish like 6th, 7th around that place. Imagine you're around that place, exact same period. You have to start then saying, what the F have we done all year?
Nothing, bro. It's sporting directors, bro.
Nothing changed.
Sporting directors,
and you can't blame the squad because we see that the squad can score goals. We see that the squad's got talent, and you see that there's an idea. But then it's like, but the idea has to come from players.
There's few positions, core positions that this team needs. It's few core positions that this team needs, right?
Yes.
All I've been asking for, right, is when Liverpool. I hate using this because Liverpool went to a Champions League final without these players. But but Liverpool went and they had a window where they were like, okay, there's two core positions that we need to fill, and we're gonna get ready-made guys. They went and got Alisson. They went and got Van Dijk. All of a sudden, the core was filled. The team was able to compete. In essence, we're really in the same spot. We need a few core guys, and then we're ready to compete. But at this current moment, I don't have trust in these sporting directors to actually fill these spots in the correct manner.
Because I think people underestimate the ability of world-class or different class players to go and make the right decision. Because think about it, it's not even just like cool. Arsenal were outside of the top 4. They bought back Saliba they bought back Saliba from France. And obviously Odegaard Odegaard had come. I know he was on loan, but they signed him in it. Like they signed him. And all of a sudden, 2 players that are of a level higher than what was 2 players. And then, you know what I'm saying? Gabriel, all of a sudden, Gabriel looked miles better.
Yep.
Ben White was at right back while Saliba was now in this back line, looking miles better. You know what I'm saying? All these guys just look miles. Xhaka looked miles better. Like, you know what I'm saying? So many man just looked like.
I gotta head out though. But it was nice talking to you boys.
Arsenal took a big jump. The same thing with Liverpool. We took a big jump. Obviously, Arsenal haven't won anything, but I'm just using an example of like a few players coming in can obviously change your project. But yeah, man, I think I think if you're looking at Chelsea, I do think it's more than just a few. I think it's just they don't have enough killers. They got too many technical players, not enough killers. They need cool. Guys, let's be honest, bro. Does Chelsea's backline move you at all?
No.
Doesn't move you.
No, you
Just
put that.
the backline don't move. It don't move me.
How about this one?
No one, including the goalkeeper. When I say backline,
how about this one, share with Chelsea at the moment? Like, they're in Conference League. They get to rotate. It's like playing one game a week, pretty much. What happens if they had another competition on top of that? When they have to rotate, when legs do get tired.
Well, when they've had to play 2 games in a week, it's gone left.
Yeah, literally, where you have to play both, like the squad, pretty much twice because you've got no choice. What happens then with tired legs? All these injuries that keep picking up with like Lavia and all that as well. It's just
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I just feel like it's not.
How about this? I hear it, bro. Tomori would be their best centre back.
But go back. I mean, he's in talks.
No, they're not going to go back and get Tomori.
Imagine Juventus are in talks with getting him.
Yeah, they're not going to go back and get Tomori. Like that's done now, I think. But do you get it? Like,
if I'm a Chelsea fan, I'm fuming. I'm actually fuming, mate.
Bro, Chelsea's backline should be Tomori and Bastoni. For the way that they spend and the players that they're able to get, whether they're 12th or whether they're first, their backline should be Reece James, Tomori, Bastoni, and Cucurella. That should be their backline.
Or even Gay and Bastoni. Like, you can either or, mate. You got Prem experience and then you got proper baller. Like, do you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
There's quite a few. There's a few. I feel like there's gems out there and they should be utilized.
There's gems out there, yeah.
But stop with it. Like, I've got even my cousin. Like, if people know VD, like flipping, like begging for what's his name? That Howson guy from flipping Bournemouth. I'm like, mate, he's 18. You're not in a position where you got enough experience at the back to be thinking, I'm going to bring an 18-year-old who's going to solve my problems. You just got Anselmino.
Yeah. It's true, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. The best back lines need that lead. You either need a broken partnership that's like just broken. It's just too good, or you need proper leader, VVD type shit, Thiago Silva type shit. A leader that's gonna command that back line. But it is what it is. We got another super chat from Honesty. He goes, one train of thought is that Konate may wait to see the outcome of the talks with Van Dijk, Salah, and Trent before deciding his own future. At Paul Joyce. That's understandable. Very much understandable. Let's move on to talk a bit about United. Not too long because I know, Cash, you're going to cover United, obviously, on your channel in a little bit.
I don't mind. They can hear it out all again.
But Amorim outrage.
I hear it.
So, chat, there's a poll in the chat right now, isn't it? There's a poll in the chat right now. And by the way, before I address the poll, we got nearly 300 in the house and only 75 likes.
How many's in the chat?
273 right now. It's gone a bit down to 273. Yeah. Should be at about 130, if I'm being honest. So let's get to 100 likes. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. Them things there. So there's a poll in the chat, obviously. And the poll is the poll is obviously who we thought, Amorim has reduced one of the players to tears. Who was crying? Who did Amorim make cry? Chat, I want names in the chat because obviously I can only put 4 names. I can only put 4 names in the poll. Who was crying in that changing room? Someone is saying it was Zerk.
Nah, I don't think it would be. You know what the maddest thing with Xerxes is he was one of the ones that actually had a solid, he done his job, bro. Like, well, he didn't do his job in terms of scoring, but he done his job. Like, and he wasn't won the penalty. Like, it was creating for like the wing play and all that. He done his bit in it for me. For me, if I look at it, he looks like the biggest kind of like maybe crybaby in that dressing room. Garnacho might be one of them. The Low could be another one of them, since he understands probably Portuguese as well. I'm pretty sure he was shouting in Portuguese too. I wouldn't say Bruno. Nah, Bruno doesn't give me. He's a whiner.
Nah, Bruno weren't balling. My money ain't on Bruno, man. I'll be real. I think I'm leaning towards Rasmus.
Yeah, I think it could be. But then again, it could be him. It could be Rasmus, but I think it has to be one of the younger lot, I reckon, potentially.
Yeah. It can't be one of the seniors. Like, I'll be real. Imagine, Chaz, you're a young G and one of your seniors are in tears in that.
But this is what I mean about with this whole thing. The thing is, we talk about how crap these players are, but as soon as the manager starts calling out, you're getting people like flipping Carragher analyzing that he said that it's one of the worst teams. He's just saying what everyone else knows. What we talk about
he's
online
saying what
every
everyone
day.
else is thinking, in it.
It's like, so he's called it out. He knows that these players are shit. He's directly calling you crap, and he's not happy. So do something. You either respond or your mentality's, you know, if anything, it keeps giving him more reason to be trying to actively get rid of someone or a few.
So obviously, I can tell you, look at the numbers going up now that we're talking about Man United and players, managers breaking TVs and shit. So obviously, shout out ZL. So it's exclusive. Ruben Amorim damaged the big screen television in the MU and the Man United dressing room during a furious critique of the performances after the Brighton game. Ruben Amorim also spoke to Sir Jim Ratcliffe for around 20 minutes after United beat Southampton, and the club executives are supporting the head coach by making moves in the market, courtesy of Laurie Whitwell. And there's a few more quotes as well. Guys, you can get the quotes back up as well. Some more of the United quotes. But yeah, it's looking mad. To be honest, it's looking very mad. Ruben Amorim unleashed the rage in the dressing room after Brighton defeat of biblical proportions. Tables were flipped over, chairs were kicked, and every player was made aware of how they either shape up or shut or fuck off. His temper was so bad, tears were shed, and players were silent.
Yeah,
so,
I wouldn't even say it was tears of being scared of his reaction.
Yeah, not scared, but like managers probably pissed off. You know the anger tears. I don't care what no one says. You man have all had the anger tears when you was a youth, blood. You know when you're mad angry, blood. When you're mad angry, and the tears are coming out of your eyes. Anger tears, bro.
I'm happy. I'm happy it's happening. The thing is, I have no remorse for any of these lot. None whatsoever.
Why aren't you as angry as I am? When you as angry as I am?
What?
It's a why aren't you as angry as I am thing.
Oh, I'm still trying to understand it.
As in, why aren't you as angry as I am? Like the player.
Oh yeah. But look, he said it himself. We're gonna get hurt. We're gonna get hurt. There's gonna be some harsh realities and truths. It's all prediction.
Ooh. That's not a bad shout.
No, you know what? Anana's got. As one thing I know about Anana, he's got mad mentality. Like you can't.
Yeah, but he's a proper nice guy off the pitch. I hear. Like, he's a proper nice guy off the pitch. I'm hearing though.
I just don't. Regardless of who's crying or not, these lot need a reality check. Anana needs to get the fuck out of my club, anyways. I'm done with him. So you can cry all you want. You could be a nice guy off the pitch. Get out. Do you know what I mean? I'm done. I'm done with you. You've made 7 less mistakes in what flipping in total of what flipping in 2 years than what De Gea did in 12. I'm done. So really and truly, it's just allow it. Go away. I don't care what double saves he makes anymore. I don't care how much he saves us. I want a new goalie. And it's not him. Go get me one of them Eastern European goalies that are just bad boy. Do you know what I mean? Just one of those hard nuts. Just go get one of those ones. Go get me a rival of Handanovic or something. Go get the one that's like you scouted that goalie all the work with that Suzuki guy. That guy. Go get me him or something. I just not him. Not this guy. I'm not invested. I'm not invested in no more. Oh, you know what? I'll praise him when he needs to get praised. But I said, nah, we need the goalie because I'm not going. I can't feel like in my head. I'm thinking next season.
Stocks. So you've had it. Like you can only really protect man for so long. Like let's keep it.
Yeah. I'm done. You've cost us too much, and it's not even like you've made 2-3 mistakes this season. Don't get me wrong. Oh, actually, no, it's 4. Lowy, I'm done. No, I don't even want to think of it because you know what? That compilation is going to go in my head again, and I don't want to watch that. That's rewatching it, reliving it. But I'm not even going to scapegoat him. It's a collective. But I don't mind. Like for me, I don't mind the hurt because it's a reality check, isn't it? Even for fans, it's a reality check.
It's true.
And no one can tell me about my opinion either. I disagree with anyone.
There's keepers out there to go and get. It just depends. Obviously, like again, if you cash in so early, it's just another look on the board, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? On the recruitment kind of thing. Even though Onana was bought in before the new guys came in, so it's just one of those ones, innit? I don't know.
Yeah.
Does anyone to obviously in the chat let us know what you guys think in the chat? Like, you see, like Amorim's outrage. Do you think that's what the players needed?
Bro, what are you? Anyways, I'm not even going to respond to that.
Do you think that's what the players needed?
I don't know what they need. They need to get sold.
Yeah, but you can't sell 11 players. We all know this now.
Oh, yeah. But they can get gone regardless. Like, I don't care what. I'm done with what they need. What else? What more? I don't know what else you. I don't know what else you could do with these lot months. I don't think the best man manager in the world can sort these lot out. Whoever he is, can't do it. You can't do it.
But that's why I say, yeah, like I think sometimes, and this is what I said. I don't know if Amorim. I'm now starting to think is Amorim the right guy for the job. Not to say he's a bad coach. I actually don't think he's a bad coach.
Yeah, he's the right. He is the right guy because he's highlighting what's needed.
I think no. I'm saying like with the squad being this bad, a manager like Amorim, I think should have been brought in under slightly better circumstances, in my opinion.
No, he should have. He should have been brought in the summer. But
yeah.
the thing is, he
like
had this time.
This bad. Someone like him, for me, will make the team worse because the players are struggling to even play what Ten Hag was asking them to do, or the fact that they've been used to transition football so much that they have one way of thinking. So for them to come in, for you to bring in a manager that plays a complex 3-4-3, that you actually need a footballing brain to play successfully, and you need players that are intelligent and know what they're doing and need to follow instructions accordingly. Yeah. With so many players that can't do that, even under maybe Ten Hag. And do you see what I'm saying? That's what I mean by man for the job, not him. He is though,
but he's a project manager. He done this at Sporting. He ripped it up. It was bad. It was bad.
How bad does it get until he?
No, but I know we're not getting relegated.
Players, I don't think it changes too much. I'm not saying relegated. I didn't say anything about relegated.
I think it does. I think even a few players does change your fortunes a little bit. There's a better understanding. You go get me. Obviously, Dorgu's just a capable winger. Like you need to raise the physical floorings. You need to raise the technical floorings at the same time. You go and get a couple of those players. All of a sudden, your first team looks a lot better. All of a sudden, it's not that difficult. One player can change your whole team. Even how about that? But I don't care what happens now with this squad. They can lose. I'll get angry. I'll get annoyed. But I don't look at the manager whatsoever. Any Man United fan that is against Amorim, you can respectfully go suck your mum. And second of all, you can go support someone else. And I will police that. Because that's insane. You can't look at these flipping... You can't look at any of these... You just can't look at the coach because he's exposing it. He's exposed it. Do you get what I mean? You could go to a rigid 4-4-2 and do what's best for the season, whatever. You're not winning me anything, though. You're not doing nothing for me, though. Whether you finish 8th, 9th, 10th, 15th, I couldn't give a crap. I don't think the formation's a big thing, Mons. Mons, you should know this as even on your level. Whether it's Sunday League, Saturday League, formation does not matter. It's
because on paper you're always gonna have. You're always
changing. Yeah, you're always
gonna
changing.
have your setup off the ball. You're gonna have a setup on the ball.
It doesn't matter. It goes to show when Man United are trying to play expansive, these are crap. But how are you gonna ever practice or get used to it, or even sound up players if they can never play the system?
You have to go through the rough. You have to go through the darkness to see the light in it. But obviously,
but that's what it is. Though.
What it is that it doesn't bode well for the players to be performing this badly.
They're dark.
The darkness shouldn't be. The darkness shouldn't be.
That's where I am. Look at. That's my camera right now.
You know what I'm saying? The darkness shouldn't be like cool. Like the darkness can be dark in it. We've seen you finish 7th before. Chelsea have finished 12th. Arsenal finished 8th. Like the darkness can get dark, but this is dark. Like. Dark.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. Some people are just willing to be in this fast food chain of modern football. I'm not looking at it like this. I know a couple transfer windows can sort a lot of the mess out. I know a lot of training sessions can sort a lot of the mess out. Not perfect it or anything like that. I don't expect that much. But it's just like, bro, these players can know suffer, and these men can know how brass you lot really are. The thing is, you got too many different styles of players. You got transitional players. You got players that want to play ball, keep the ball. And you got some players that are just not athletic enough, too inexperienced, they've overstayed their welcome. It's too much of a mixture, and it's no balance in all sorts of areas. So a lot of I think the profiling's been made out. But at the end of the day, think of it like this, Mons. Look how easy it is to get sold on a contract. You somehow play, let's say, a compact 4-4-2 because they're used to that, or 4-2-3-1. They do well, they get a new contract. Because they done well in that situation, and then when you want to go and play a certain type of way and they can't do it, you're like, wait, why did we give them a new contract? AKA Luke Shaw, AKA Wan-Bissaka at that point, lots more, or extending their contract. The only one I kind of agree with is Harry Maguire. I look, he's not the issue for me. He's not an issue, but he's not the main issue. But it'll be an issue sooner or later. But as
you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Your average level in the team has gone down. Like, as I said, remember when it was like the Smallings and shit. Remember it was the Smallings.
How about this? I've gone from Mason Greenwood, Rashford, Martial when fit, Ibrahimovic,
Cavani,
and Pogba.
Cavani.
I don't rate him. No, I didn't rate his time at United. I don't gas it up.
He
But even then, there's a bit.
He was still better than.
Yeah, exactly. Even if you want to say that, you can say all these players or whatever. It wasn't all great. Like, but you know you're gonna get eventually you're gonna get goals and wins. This I have to put up with.
You could sit there and say Man United will kill you on the transition if you don't.
Let me go sort my camera. 1 second.
Yeah, it's calm. Yeah, you could say that Man United will kill you on transition, but this Man United, this Man United team, me personally, and I say this with Rants, I say this with Kaz, I say this with the man them in it. More players look uncomfortable in the system than they do look comfortable, and it's going to take players time to adapt. It's going to take players time to sort things out. Kobbie Mainoo a lot of players have regressed. Kobbie Mainoo's regressed because he needs to get used to the new system. The bottom line is it's terrible decision making from the board to bring in a manager who is going to change the whole philosophy of a team who's in a bad place and have players that already have issues struggling to adapt in certain situations. When the players can't adapt, things are going to take longer. So therefore, players are going to need a preseason. If players need a preseason, if players don't get a preseason, then you're going to spend weeks on weeks dropping points, losing, arguably making it seem like the manager's worse than he already is. You know, the manager doesn't have a window, so he can't get his own players. So he's with players that he doesn't want to manage. He's also in a situation where he has to stick to his guns. Because if he goes to a back four, it looks like he's now mentally weak. Or mentally, he doesn't feel like, what he should have done. If he came and said, you know what, I'm going to keep it to the back four that Rude used until I get my first window of players, and then we'll go to the 3-4-3. I think in hindsight, that was probably the best thing to do. All good managers are stubborn. They're probably going to go for what they feel like is right, and they're going to stick to it. Like Hans, like any of these guys in it. They have their style, whether it works or not, they have their style in it. But I feel like he should have definitely, if he came in the summer, start with your 3-4-3. Start with your 3-4-3.
Yeah. But I hear it. It sounds.
If the team's rock bottom, I know. Listen, I know even Amorim didn't know how shit these men were. Like even he done his homework. He brought his team over, but I know he probably didn't think they were this bad, like this dire. So
it's the worst squad in Man United.
I know he's probably thinking himself. He probably should have stuck with the four back
that he's never played,
and at least until January, until they get in some signings, and then he can move to the 3 back.
Yeah, but I don't.
He doesn't like it because he keeps changing the team. There's no he doesn't.
No, he's not. Recently, he hasn't been changing it as much, but because you got to remember, he's coming. But that's just normal little switches. But I'm saying with even Pep don't use the same team more than once. Anytime. But I'm saying this, issue with United is when he did come in, you could say that the fitness levels have been raised highly, a lot more. And that's to a degree. A back four doesn't solve anything. You can be as compact as you want. We were still leaking goals. We were still conceding 3 against Tottenham at home. Nothing's really changed because you still got these players regardless. And you know what? It's not enough. It's just not enough. You can look at it any way you want to. We'll still struggle to score goals, no matter what kind of system you played. You can beat your Leicester's up 4-0. You can look at it and say, oh, maybe you should have kept Rude. But Rude might have been dross, started losing games, and then you ask why didn't you get Amorim? Because it goes hand in hand.
No, I don't like Rude had his time. I'm just saying, I think that
the back four doesn't solve anything. It's technically we play with a back 5. So we're still conceding. So it clearly isn't a back 4 issue.
No. Listen, if I'm being completely objective, you're suffering less shots, less XG.
Yeah, a lot of teams have been a lot more clinical against us. They've been clinical.
The issue is, bro, I think is that you're conceding more goals from set pieces and lapses of concentration. Obviously, that is a part. That's still a part of defending, by the way. It's a part of defending. It all adds up. But you're conceding more from set pieces, which is a worry from the manager's standpoint tactically. But in open play, you are conceding less chances. But in these last 2 games, for example, against Southampton, the Southampton game especially, that reminded me of Ten Hag's United.
Yeah, a little bit. But then again, you talk about tactically
yeah.
outclassed, but let's be real, you know, in the end, when it comes to the Brighton game, tactically astute and all this kind of manager, he outclassed him for the first half, first 50 minutes, and then we can see.
Yeah. I think the Brighton. I think he played better in the Brighton game.
When it comes to slot, he done you in. When it comes to even like Man City, I wouldn't even call that tactics, but I'd just say he done it as a mid block and waited really and was patient.
Again, even Arsenal, same thing. He waited.
I don't look at it as a tactical thing. I look at it more as a mental thing with these players, because why is it away from home?
Man.
Where is it away from home? Like of recent, we look a lot better. Yeah, whether you're defending or you're going for it. But when it goes to home games, bro. These man can't handle it because the pressures of the crowd and that. How many times have we said it? You can go bang ball against certain man and this that and look good, but when it comes to the home games, it reminds me of Ollie a little bit.
It's a bit of both. As I said, there isn't a balance of talent in each. Like you know, with attack, midfield, and defense. Like if you look in your attack, there's no one that really moves the needle. You've got players that can do certain things well. Xerxes can hold the ball up well, and he can play the false nine role well, but he's not a finisher, as to say, so he lacks in other places that you might need. In your wing, in your 10 areas, Ahmad's a good player, but he's not going to produce the goods every game.
Pressure 13th. It's insane. Yeah.
Like when Ahmad, cool, hear this, guys, yeah? Your best forward is Ahmad. No disrespect to Ahmad, but if Ahmad is your best forward, you're not doing the right thing. Ahmad needs to be a part of a strike force that's doing well. As in, like, Ahmad is a good player. Like everyone knows Ahmad's a good player.
Yeah,
he shouldn't be your
yeah, but you're telling me what shouldn't and wouldn't and all this kind of stuff, but that's not down to the manager. That's what we've got.
No, I didn't blame the man. I'm not blaming the manager.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but that's what we've got.
Yeah, like, bro, your best midfielder is who?
Right now, Ugarte.
Probably Ugarte is your best midfielder. So you get it. So Ahmad's your best attacker. That shouldn't be a thing. Ugarte is your best midfielder. That shouldn't be a thing. He just walked through the door. Like he just walked through the door. And then who's your best defender?
Probably overall,
probably the Ligt. Literally overall, Maguire probably this season. So yeah, on paper you'd say the Ligt is your. It's like you see what I'm saying.
You got to work from something. So the signings ain't mean bad, or anything like that. It's just that the rest of it is just.
There's some players that can, like, there's probably 3 or 4 that are okay or that can do a job, but
I don't even sometimes look at the midfield.
Like 1 week a player is really good, and then another week another player is really shit. So it makes one of the other players play shit. Like there's no consistency. But
I always look at it.
Let's be honest. Are we really shocked that you lot done well against Arsenal and Liverpool?
No, but we played. We had
play well in your games after that. I don't think you're real. I don't think we're really shocked.
Southampton, you shouldn't be like that. Look, for me, again, I'm never blaming this manager until he gets his man them in. Never. I don't care. I think his selections. He's not. He can hold his selections, but I don't look at him as the thing. I'm not this guy that's going to subscribe.
No one says he's the main problem.
I'm not going to subscribe. Right now. It's 95% of that fucking squad. You don't score goals, so you don't bail us out, and you can do all your attacking patterns you want. You can have Pep. You ain't scoring, mate. You're not doing it. Not with this lot. Second of all, the quality's not there. You don't even have your outlets on your wings because they're playing so far passively at the back. It's just what it is. That's meant to be your outlets. You don't have an outlet. So it's all in the middle. They got to think twice. When you're trying to make a run in behind, they're already 5 yards behind trying to catch up, aka Delo. Delo not closing down that cross from Minter. What are you doing? No, honestly, what are you doing? That's simple. That's easy food. As a fullback or a wingback, you should be closing down your man on his strongest foot. If he does you on the line, catch up. If not, that ain't going to be the maddest quality of cross. Unless he's both-footed, like he's mad with it. But it's all little simple mistakes individually. It's not even like United got outplayed against Brighton. Do you get what I mean? It's not like they got outplayed. You just got done in moments and then they defended. So it comes down to individual mistakes. The Brighton game wasn't on Amorim in any shape, way, or form. That cross should not be coming in. Mazraoui shouldn't be losing the ball in stupid positions. That guy's knackered, by the way. He's played every available minute pretty much since Amorim's come in. So that's on Amorim. But there's no one else. The wing-backs are so important for this system. So important, but we ain't got nothing at the moment. One wing back doesn't solve everything, but it helps. There's more balance down the right. You need something down the left just to balance out that little bit. But then you need an extra.
Listen,
Like if Garnacho goes, I need to see something in that left 10. I'm tired of seeing Bruno.
How about this? Garnacho should probably be a wing back at this point. But yeah,
oh my God, bro. When I said this about Anthony and all this, yeah. Oh, but stop agreeing with rants. I had that opinion before he even come in because he's dross. Don't get me wrong, he's crap, but he's better than having defensive minded wing backs. It's not great, but it's better than having flipping Delo there. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. And I don't like Mazraoui at wing back. I like it because you know what? I just like him when he's doing the build up from the back because we're a lot harder to press that way.
I actually think I prefer him on the left side.
Mazraoui is better when he cuts in. He's better when he cuts in.
Yeah.
100%. He's because he's good with both feet and he's just more comfortable cutting in.
And I also remember
he's an inverted fullback.
That performance he played against Arsenal on the left side.
Bro, even if you play him right centre back or left centre back, I'm happy. But Delo's not shit. He's a good fullback, yeah, but just not in this system. And it exposes.
And he's a right fullback as well. He's not even a left fullback. He's a right fullback.
Who Delo?
He's a right back.
No, he came, bro. Go look at Paul, bro. He started his career at left back. Go AC Milan. He played wing.
In the Premier League, he's not he ain't no left back in the Prem, bro. You get fucked up in the Prem, bro. But what I was saying is that I do think your 95% is overstated. I think it's about 80% the players, 20% Amorim, because I think Amorim's selections have been. I think he's changed the team too much. I think his selections have been off. He's taken too long to change certain things. I think he has. I think Amorim should be doing better than what he's doing, but the players aren't helping him. I think it's an 80 swing. I don't think it's 95%. I think it's an 80
swing. It's easy. Well, as a United fan, I'm telling you now, 95%. It's so easy. I watch every minute.
Yeah, because I've seen Rude get a tune out of the players.
But that's easy when you get rid of a manager and someone wants to play a compact block and then go and beat Leicester. You beat Leicester. You got a draw against Chelsea. You didn't do much.
He didn't do much. But bro, Amorim's lost 4 out of 5 games at home. He's got 11 points in 11 games. You're 7 points off of 10th, Cass.
Yeah, but I don't look at that as the manager. We will still suffer.
It's not. No. I'm just saying it's a swing of.
We lost 3-1 to West Ham.
I think it's 80%, 75% of players, and I think it's a quarter of it, maybe under quarter, is Amorim. I don't think that's crazy.
I'm not. I don't look at him. I can blame you for a selection. Yeah, cool, like Newcastle, for instance, or whatever. But everything beyond that, nah, man. I don't. I just look at this. I look at this squad. It's horrendous. I don't feel like you lot really see it from the United eye. Like honestly, I don't think you do.
I do see from the United eye because I told you your players were shit, and you were like, and in the summer.
Yeah. But they're worse.
And because remember before it wasn't the players, it was Ten Hag's fault. Remember this.
You mean
when Ten Hag was being a terrorist, it wasn't the players' fault.
Ten Hag formed this squad. He set us back so much with this crap. He tried to build a transitional team, and it wasn't even that good of a transitional team.
I hear what you're saying. We know Ten Hag's a terrorist. I'm saying when Ten Hag was stinking up this gaff, everyone was saying it's Ten Hag, and it's not the players. It's better. It's obviously the players have a bit.
No. But Ten Hag, but it was no.
So
but
now that Ten Hag's gone, and a better coach is here, and the player now it's 95% the players. So for me, it can't be a 5%.
It can because the thing is with Ten Hag, even though he built this squad and the way it was, you're trying to play transitional game to suit them, which is fair. You do play the transition, but you left the midfield, bro. The gap between the defense and the midfield, and leaving one midfielder while you do too much overload. That's a lot on the coach. But at the same time, at that point, you wouldn't think the squad's that bad. But now you've been asked to play a little bit more tactically or expansively, keep the ball in possession, simple things. It's just simple ball. You can't even do that. You can barely put 7 passes together consistently, 10 passes together consistently. That's just a technical level. And when you get pressed, you can't. The thing is, you can't keep up with the game in the Premier League because you need physical players these days. That's why everyone looks night and day above Man United. Whether it's under Ten Hag or whether it's under Amorim, no matter what selection you put, Agati is the only one when you put in the midfield that looks competent enough. And then the rest of it is like, hopefully they have a good game. And
so
Ahmad, obviously.
What's the percentage blame? Obviously, for me, I think it's 75% the players. I think it's 25% Amorim. Cass thinks it's 95% the players, 5% Amorim. I want to know what you lot's percentage swing is. And while you're doing that, make sure you smash the like button. Word to Travelli, word to HR40. Make sure you're smashing the like button. We're nearly at 150 like goal. We've still got over 300 in the house. And make sure you're subscribing and whatnot. I just want to know what you lot's percentage swing is. Shout out Olu, 50-50. Oh, and let us know which one. So Travelli, you say 90% of the players? Because I don't know which one's left and which one's right. So yeah, let us know which, because I don't know if This is 90% of players.
I accept. My bad.
No, it's calm. 70. So is that 70% players, 30% Amorim? I'm guessing 60% players, 40% Amorim. 90% players, 10% Amorim, 95%, 5% the coach. 40%, 60% players can't play Amorim system. So 60% of players, 40% Amorim, 70% of the players. Fair enough. Anyway, we'll spend the final topic, obviously, Cunha to Arsenal is definitely possible. There's a quote. There was a quote today about Cunha that I wanted to read out.
He fell out with the coach last night.
Yeah. So Cunha's situation, new deal not formally signed as yet. As yet reported 2 days ago. Club showing interest if Arsenal still keen as well. And what was I'm trying to find the quote. There was a quote. You know what quote I'm talking about, innit? He's a captain. He can be frustrated as he wants to win, but everyone in the dressing room also wants to win. I do not like his body language. I understand it now. I will not understand it next time. So obviously there's tension there, innit? There's tension there, and obviously the more tension there is, I think the more Arsenal.
I saw the quote of 80 million, but obviously just take that as a pinch of with a pinch of salt. That's what the region they would accept for Cunha at the moment. And I'm thinking
they said in the window they have to overpay. Anyone who wants Cunha this window is gonna have to overpay.
Yeah, but they got him for 44.5 million. I thought this is why I say this window you get him for 60. Maybe they'll try to stretch it for 65. I'd pay it. Like I think he's one of them players that it's worth overpaying for, considering
100%.
Kai Havertz went for 65 million or whoever else went for a certain amount of money.
Arsenal get Cunha, they're well in this title race, bro.
Well, yeah, the last one, if Garnacho goes, we're looking at left 10, and we've been linked with Cunha quite a bit.
Cunha's decision making is everything that Arsenal need right now.
His passing needs to be a little bit more in tune.
Everything they need, not even just in terms of scoring goals, just in terms of his decision
getting
making
on the pitch.
Yeah, decision making,
energy.
Yeah, man.
But this is what I'm saying to you. If you, I know Arsenal are linked with him, and I think he's the perfect mold for that left wing spot, especially. Like it just gets them up the pitch. He just adds something that they don't have. Do you know what I mean? They just don't have it. Whether you play him in an 8, whether you play him in a 10, or whether you play him at left wing or even a false 9, I wouldn't have him at false 9. I wouldn't want him there. Back to goal. I want him running at the goal. He's got it. Like he's that guy. He's like the ultimate tool, the ultimate attacking tool. So when I look at a United standpoint and you get rid of Garnacho and you've got all this money that you're allowed to spend, by the way, now because of PSR, homegrown, all that kind of stuff, go pay the money. Go pay the 65 million or go pay the 60 million. Go get the deal done. Because all of a sudden you get Patrick Dorgu and Cunha on your left side looks like it's sorted a bit. All of a sudden your physical and your technical side is being highly raised by a mad amount. Obviously you got to let them land a little bit, but can't be anything worse than you got at United. But with Arsenal, you got to go Cunha. I just don't think it's enough for them. They need more. They need something else. You know, they need 2 pieces. They need 2. I know Ranieri's back in training. And that's one thing, but he's a young buck. Can't keep overplaying him. He was meant to be the understudy to Ødegaard. But he needs more. They need more than just a left winger. Like, again, I don't know what they want. Chasing Sesko, chasing whatever. But everyone's so obsessed with young players. It's actually mind-boggling when Osimhen's right there. Right there. Actual in-the-box striker, number 9. Something they don't have, but yet they want to wait for someone like Sesko, who, yet again, someone that drifts out left and does all that madness. He looks like a good player, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how good Sesko is or how bad he is or what his deficiencies really are. All I know is he's a tall, lanky motherfucker, and he's pacey, and he's got a nasty finish in him.
I think I don't know, man. I think I know some Arsenal fans aren't convinced by Cunha. I don't think it needs to just be Cunha. I think it would need to be Cunha and someone else. Like
someone
if they
else.
still,
yeah.
It would need to be Cunha and someone else. But Cunha's a start, bro. Like what you said, one thing you like to use. Cunha, like, imagine if they cool. Hear me out, yeah. I'm not saying Wissa's the answer, but you got the smaller teams out here dashing money down for Wissa.
Wissa is cold,
bro.
He is so cold.
You've got West Ham saying, bring me Duran, saying fuck this and bring me Duran and that. Like, Imagine Arsenal went and got Duran, and then went and got Cunha.
Again, I don't know, man. I would look at it thinking, imagine you go get Cunha and then Burmo. Your squad looks flipping more frightening now, don't it?
Yeah, but then they still lack the striker. Maybe
Yeah, but I feel like
you can still put Cunha up front.
You could just tell Martinelli to tell that you're going to be the understudy. Hold that one. Like you give him Burmo.
I disagree. When people say Duran ain't ready, I disagree.
Nah, you know, if you give like an Burmo, who they've been linked with heavily as well, and then a Cunha, all of a sudden you got a Cunha you can play in the 8 as well if need be. You know, they're like when it comes to the middle third of the pitch, they're the second lowest in the whole league in terms of creation. Do you know how disgusting that is? You go get in Burmo, you get more goals up front. All of a sudden, Kai Havertz with Cunha. Kai Havertz running. If you have Kai Havertz, Cunha, and then Burmo, really, that front three works. It actually works.
But this is what I'm talking about when you say the middle of the pitch. I think players like Cunha are way more comfortable in tight areas in the middle of the pitch.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
Kai Havertz, when he was in form and confident, was doing that last season. But now he's not doing that. He's not doing that. And unfortunately, I think Gabriel Jesus, while he was fit for the short time, was providing that for Arsenal. He had a good stint, and then unfortunately, he's done the ACL. Now, you're looking at guys like, for me, Cunha in the middle of the pitch, he gets the ball and he drives. Who really drives on the ball for Arsenal? Who drives through midfield in transition?
That's it.
Declan Rice. That's a problem, bro. That's a problem. What do you mean Declan Rice is the only person who runs forward with the ball?
But that's the thing.
That's a problem.
That is a problem. He's meant to be more of a defensive-minded player as well.
This guy is at 6, and he's the most comfortable driving with the ball.
Yeah, that's why I say Cunha's the perfect mold.
Is the one for Arsenal for me.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, he's a Jesus type player,
and I hear you.
Ability, but he is way more brave than
hear me out as well,
Monty.
If the 57 million bid got rejected by West Ham, you go and get yourself Cunha, but you got even when you said Duran, it makes sense. Why would you want to get someone that's like not proven in another league in the Bundesliga, but not get someone that does it already here? That's going to cost the same amount that they're asking for. By the way, if you give them
West Ham are putting in bids for Duran, I don't know why Arsenal aren't in it.
You talk about 70 million. If you're talking about 70 million, you're willing to play it. The thing is, I feel like they're in so many minds. They think they can get Isak. You're not getting Isak. He's done. He's going to sign a new contract as well. By the way, finished. Finito. He's already got 4 years left on his deal or whatever. You ain't getting him. So forget that. That boat sailed. Gyökeres, you look like you're not even scouting him. What's the point even in that? So let's just get rid of that part. I'm seeing like loans for Vlahovic.
That's still not a bad option.
It's
but
not
again,
a bad option, but
it doesn't look like it's
happening.
The amount of time it's taken, bro. It doesn't even
wages, all of this, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
like,
bro. The Vlahovic thing, I don't even.
They even got a director of football through the door. Like, whose squad? Where's the squad planning at? Like, who's in charge of all this crap? If I'm an Arsenal fan, if I was, my head would be
raging. It
even come out earlier, actually, here you go, that the Sesko stuff's not happening. They're going to be looking at potential loan deals instead, and then that's when they link Vlahovic to it, loan deals with options to buy, since they want to offload him. I don't get it. They've got money. They just don't ever want to spend it, and I don't understand. And I know that the whole you spent 700 million, do more, mate. City just dropped 200 million near enough. You can easily go drop 120. What's that? That's light. That means you can save yourself in the summer and probably focus on positions you really need. Like Partey replacement, you can focus on that and you got a lot of time. Jorginho replacement, you got a lot of time. Maybe you go look at a right back or centre back or whatever the hell else they need. You got a lot of time. You don't need to worry about the attack. So when you talk about Vlahovic on loan, imagine it is a loan of obligation, and then you go and get it's still a good window. It's actually a great window because it's something they don't have. They got one striker, and let alone if you even want to call him a striker. He's a 9.525 from Hogwarts, mate, or whatever it is, 9 3/4. He's not a 9.
Who?
Havertz.
Yeah. We know this, bro.
And he's not even a mad problem. It's everything around it is the problem. Erdegaard's not creating. They haven't got a good enough centre mid that really helps them.
Odegaard can create, but again, Odegaard doesn't have his partner in crime.
But he's off form. This is the issue. So when Erdegaard's off form and you ain't even got Saka, where else does it come from? Moments. Martinelli is overall he's not good enough either. Trossard should be on the bench playing that way. Even he's having contractual issues if he's going to stay or not. Who cares? If he wants to leave, bin him.
Yeah.
At 29, he's not the overall issue. I think the overall issue is that you got nothing on the flanks. At the moment, they're bigger problems than Havertz, but you still need a 9 and you still need a left winger and potentially need an 8. But this window, I'll be focusing on 2 attackers.
And arguably another centre back.
You need someone that can get you goals. And this is why I say the Vlahovic sounds great, but Mbeumo's getting you goals, mate. Yeah. Cunha is going to chip in and get you goals and whatever else you need. And he can fill in. So he's that Arteta mold of a player where he likes players that can do multiple roles. Vlahovic, there's no promise that he's going to really land as much as a person that's already in the Prem.
Yeah, no, I hear it. But listen, you lot, Cass, y'all know you're going live. We're gonna head off. You lot, make sure you hit the like button. Shout out Honesty with the 7 kill streak of the super chats today, man. Appreciate you, my bro. Really do appreciate you for those super chats. Shout out Treveli, Kyle B as well. Shout out Omo, shout out HR14, shout out Wavy Naj as well. Somali Flame, Big Country, Dan L as well. Shout out KJLFC, Christian Hoover as well. Hader Mahmood as well. Shout out Frank Talk as well. Shout out everyone in the chat, man. It's been a good stream. Obviously, we'll see you guys later today. Remember, I'll put our message in the community. The Liverpool Therapy Show will be tonight because I thought because I was on because I was on Back Again last night for for Troops' channel. I felt like it was better to move the Liverpool Therapy Show to today because obviously Liverpool play Lille, so it just makes more sense for the Liverpool Therapy Show to be tonight in it. So for those who was wondering what happened to the show, it's going to be tonight. I'll put out a message on the community today on the Twitter, so you guys, for those who aren't watching the stream, will know that. So make sure you guys are there this evening. So right after the Liverpool game, that means there won't be a match reaction right after the game. We'll be talking on the Liverpool game and the Liverpool stuff a little bit later. So maybe like 11. I'm thinking maybe 11 p.m. So make sure you guys are there. It's going to go over to MUFC Kaz. Get over there now. Don't waste no time. Make sure you're hitting the like button. BSB raid it up. And there's also a link that I've pinned as well for a really funny BSB clip that I think you guys will be excited to watch, man. I know you guys are going to want to watch that. It's only 5 minutes long, but make sure you do hit the like button for that clip as well. It's literally pinned in the chat. So go hit that like, pin it, hit the pinned clip, the YouTube link in the chat, and obviously head over to Cass. He's going to go live. So guys, take care. We'll see you in the next one. Like, subscribe to Bob Sports TV as well, BSB and Never a Foul, and head over to Cass Talks, MUFC Cass. Take care, people. We'll see you in the next one.